Hello and welcome to the overview training for the Project Management Tracker or PM Tracker. This is just to give you a quick overview of what is on the project management tool. We'll go through in other trainings on the specific pages and how specific pages work, and that all comes together. Just wanted to give you a quick look at what we have to offer in this particular tool. So what we see here, we're on the cover sheet page. That's indicated by the yellow colored tab. On this particular tool, we only have one other tab currently, and that's the project management, and that highlights in green when you hover and ready to click. Up on top, we have the original bid and the adjusted contract. Original bid, of course, is what your original contract will be, and then adjusted contract will be if you have any change orders. If we move over to the right, we see a budget completion gauge, and we'll learn more about that when we look at the other tabs in the project management tab. We have our funding request tab, and then of course the subsurety logo. We have the save and or load tab. If you want to save, and you always do want to save your particular projects so that you can come back to them and enter in information, and you're managing your projects. That's what this tool is for. Print, obviously, is to print the page that you see on your browser. Refresh is to refresh any data. It should automatically refresh, but sometimes you just want to give it an extra little kick just to be sure. And then help videos. You've obviously figured that one out because you're listening to a video now. Okay, so on the main page, again, we're just entering basic information about the project, the job, the architect, contractor. On the far right, we have vendor information, particularly important if you're going to be looking for financing through subsurety. What your main vendor is, their address, a contact, accounts payable. Down the center we have your estimated job costs, and we'll go through that more in detail when we do data entry training. But this tool is not to put a bid together. It's assuming that you've already got the bid in and actually have already received a contract, or at least got the job. And then you would put in your information for the various costs here, and the tool lets you track these expenses all the way throughout the project. Down below here, enter notes. If there are any notes that you feel like you want to have available to you as you go through the project, there's this place, and there are a few other places to put those notes, but nice to have it right on the cover sheet. Click to enter your company information down here on the bottom, the red button. If we click that, a little box pops up, and that allows us to put in our personal company information. Now again, if you want to put this in once and then click the save load, you can save as a default so that every time that you open this back up, you don't have to re-enter that information. And if there's anything that you put in a lot, for instance, maybe your average hourly wage is something that seems pretty continuous throughout all your projects. Okay, well then maybe put that wage in so that you don't have to keep putting it in every time. Click Save Load, click on Set Default, and then it'll save it as your default page. Okay, so let's just click the Project Management tab just to take a look here. What we have come for this main page, it's not the cover sheet, but it is the cover sheet for the Project Management tab, I guess. Again, more information, more specific information on the general contractor, maybe estimator, project manager, site supervisor, your own crew. How many jobs have I been on that I'm not even sure who my crew lead is, or I can't find his phone number and I don't know who any of the specific guys that I might have on there in case I need to get a hold of somebody. That's real nice to have right there. If I need an architect contact or designer contact, I can put that here. Here's where we put change orders, and again we'll go through this when we talk about job entry information. And then any milestones that I need to know about. What the start date of the job was, when did I send submittals, materials were ordered and or delivered, and when either the job was completed or when do I need to have it completed by. And again, another note section to put those in. Now click on the weekly progress to go through and enter in my weekly progress. How many man hours did I have this week? Footage that was set, or units if this is if you're doing a project that requires units instead of footage. What were my material costs, labor costs, taxes and or burden? Did I have any per diem or mileage costs or freight charges? Financing expenses, again, you're going to want to put those in your bid if you're going to be looking for financing through subsurety, so it doesn't come out of your pocket. It's all factored in on the bid. And then you should always have overhead and managerial and a little buffer for incidentals. That's just helpful to make sure that you have profitable jobs. The next tab over is productivity. This is after we've entered in the information. This is all going to be automatic from information that you put in on the cover sheet, and then as you enter in your weekly progress. And again, we'll see that in other trainings. Here's something really cool, schedule of values. This will automatically do a schedule of values, and you're going to be able to print a schedule of values and an invoice automatically. Super easy, a really awesome, cool tool. I hated doing schedule of values. By myself, but this does it automatically, and you'll see that. Post game, again, this tracks all of our different expenses and bid components, and shows us where we were from what our actual was as compared to the estimated. So we can see, are we over on man hours, are we over on materials, what was our estimated profit versus our actual profit. Very cool stuff. And then the reports page, very simple, easy thing to do. Once you've entered in your information, you would click here where it says click to load the data. Then we come over to click to load form, and it's going to load a web page for us. And then all we would have to do is click in this button and then paste. I'm not going to show you that here because we didn't put any information in, so it's not going to give us any good report. But we'll go over that again. And again, automatically in seconds does a schedule of values and an invoice for you. Okay, so that's the tool. At least the overview of the tool. Let's go back to the cover sheet and click on the other trainings for the different aspects of working through the tool so that you can make sure that your jobs are done on time and on budget. Thank you.